You heard of Dave Ramsey? The guy teaching people how to get out of debt?
Hey Dave, how are you?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
He has this thing called the debt snowball, which is essentially a momentum building way to knock out your debt. Start small, build momentum, knock out the big stuff. Like a snowball going down a hill. I've had a lot of debt in my life and have followed this system for paying it off. But even though I am the perfect Dave Ramsey candidate, I've really questioned whether I should listen to him for anything else. I mean, debt snowball doesn't really have an inspiring ring to it. Don't get me wrong, paying off and staying out of debt is really important, but I've personally had aspirations for, well, more. Reduce debt or become wealthy? Two sides of the same coin?
Maybe.
Debt reduction is a part of becoming wealthy, but I knew if I wanted to become really wealthy, I had to find a strategy that was bigger than paying off my personal debts. So that started my search. And I really searched and studied the financial masters. People who had accumulated immense wealth. I read all the money books, listened to all the podcasts, watched all the YouTube interviews, and I even went to the seminars. One thing that I discovered was all these people had completely different paths to their riches. Well, that was reassuring to know there are a million ways to $1 million, but that's still not what I was looking for. I wanted a concrete strategy that I could begin to apply right where I was at in my own life. And then I finally found what I was looking for. A strategy so simple yet so profound that I knew I had to follow it. This is Warren Buffett's wealth projection on a chart. We call this exponential growth. It's strategic, consistent, and predictable growth year after year. Jeff Bezos, same thing. These are examples of compounding returns. Einstein said it perfectly. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Benjamin Franklin pretty much said the same thing. Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes money. Money makes money, and the money that makes money makes money. The Wealth Snowball does the same thing. Here's the growth chart of the Wealth Snowball. Exponential compounding growth. Okay, enough with the blue balling. Here's how you do it. The Wealth Snowball, in the most fundamental sense, has two parts to it, and it's based off of your habits and tithing. You know, like when you give 10% to the church, except not quite. Here's how this works. You start by saving 10% of every dollar you make. This is your tithe to yourself. We do this for 90 days to ensure that the habit is established. By day 90, it has become ingrained in your habits. So what once was a little uncomfortable is now just a part of your daily life. On day 91, we increase the amount we are saving by 10%. So if we're saving $100 per month, on day 91, we are going to increase that to $110 per month. Why 10%? Because we can handle a 10% fluctuation in our finances without being emotional. Why after 90 days? Because the habit of saving that amount is now comfortable and second nature. On day 91, we start this new habit of saving $110 per month. We do this for another 90 days. On day 181, we increase that amount again by 10%. So now we are saving $121 per month for the next 90 days until the habit is established. Every quarter, we increase the savings amount by 10%. We can emotionally handle a 10% fluctuation, and our habit is established after 90 days. Here's a major key point. You need to automate this process so that your emotions don't fuck it up every month. So what's gonna happen is the demand you placed on yourself to keep up with your savings is going to drive your production. And following this quarterly increase of 10% to your savings, the amount you're saving is actually gonna double every 2 years. Now you're probably thinking, Sam, my job would never allow me to double my savings every 2 years. I will again state, your savings will drive your production. Want to make more money? Save more. Want to have a bigger business? Save more. Money acts like a magnet. The more you have, the more you get. So follow me here. If you have $1,000 saved, you get $1,000 ideas, have $1,000 opportunities, and hang out with people who are worth $1,000. If you have $100,000 saved, you get $100,000 ideas, $100,000 opportunities, and hang out with people who are worth $100,000. If you have $1 million saved, well, you get the point. If you manage your money wisely, you get more money to manage. If you're currently stuck in a salaried position, saving money will allow you to create new opportunities for yourself. And as your net worth increases, your self-worth increases. As your self-worth increases, your net worth increases. What came first, the chicken or the egg? If you already do work for yourself and your business has plateaued, start using the Wealth Snowball and watch how it will drive rapid growth in your business. This is the fastest, most strategic way to wealth that I have found in 10 years of studying. It takes all the guesswork out of it, completely removes chance and luck from the equation. It's just a strategy that you need to follow. It's as simple as implementing it and watching your wealth compound year after year. And exponential financial growth is what happens when you establish a new habit every single 90 days and increase your savings by 10%. The majority of people make more than enough to be wealthy many times over throughout their lifetime, but they just don't have a strategy to keep and grow their money. I've read Dave Ramsey's money book, and it really is a great place to start. But for those of you who want expansive wealth, we gotta look past just paying off our debts. And I found that with the Wealth Snowball, I've been able to simultaneously pay my debts and save at the same time. I recently took a business course where a lot of the attendees know and utilize the Wealth Snowball in their own finances. One of the individuals spoke up and shared his own experience. He said that he started the Wealth Snowball in 2008 when he had massive amounts of debt and no hope or strategy on how to get out of it. He thought he was gonna die with it, but he applied the strategy, increasing his savings by 10% every quarter, and today, just 12 years later, he is worth more than $10 million. And his main comment after hitting the $10 million mark was that the quality of the people around him drastically changed. When you're worth $10 million, you get $10,000,000 ideas, $10,000,000 opportunities, and hang out with other decamillionaires. If you could grow your net worth to over $10 million in the next 10 years, do you think this strategy might be worth looking into and trying yourself? Start with 10% of your income and raise that by 10% next quarter. Just try it. You got nothing to lose here. Oh, and hey, don't forget to subscribe, especially if you're gonna implement this. I've got more strategies to share with you on how to keep and multiply your savings after it's been saved, but that's for another video. So again, make sure you subscribe. Give it a shot. I wanna hear how it goes. And I will see you next time. Oh, Luca, Nana's calling. Hello.
Hi, Sam. How are you doing?
Better than I deserve.